Hare Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sanyavadi Paschata Desathari Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Nagate Giri. Yat Kripatam Muhammad Shri Gurum Dena Hare Krishna. So today we'll see third verse of chapter 17. So this is actually answering to Arjuna's question. Like if somebody don't believe in Shastra, but still they have faith in something. What kind of faith is that? So Krishna explained in the last verse that it depends on the swabhav that is acquired by the jiva that comes from past impressions. So Krishna will give further explanation how the faith is the integral part of human being. Sattvanurupa sarvasya
Sattvanurupa sarvasya
Shraddha bhavati bharata
Shraddha bhavati bharata
Shraddhamayo ayam purusho
Shraddhamayo ayam puruso
Yo yat shraddha sa eva sa.
yo yach shraddha sa eva cha. Sattvanurupa sarvasya Shraddha bhavati bharata Shraddhamayo ayam puruso yo yach shraddha sa eva sa.
Sattvanurupa sarvasya Shraddha bhavati bharata Shraddhamayoyam purusho yo yat Shraddha sayeva saha.
Shraddha. Okay, translation and purport. Son of Bharat, according to one's existence under the various modes of nature, one emerges a particular kind of faith. A living entity is said to be of particular faith according to the modes he has acquired. Purport. Everyone has a particular type of faith, regardless of what he is, but his faith is considered good, passionate, or ignorant according to the nature he has acquired. Thus, according to his different particular type of faith, one associates with certain persons. Now, the real fact is that every living being, as is stated in the 15th chapter, is originally fragmented part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, one is originally transcendental to all modes of material nature. But when one forgets his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and comes into contact with material nature in conditioned life, he generates his own position by association with different varieties of material nature. The resultant artificial faith and existence are only material. Although one may be conducted by some impression or some conception of life, originally is nirguna or transcendental. Therefore, one has to become cleansed of material contamination that he has acquired in order to regain his relationship with the Supreme Lord. That is the only path back. Without fear, Krishna consciousness. If one is situated in Krishna consciousness, then that path is guaranteed for his elevation to the perfectional stage. If one does not take to this path of self-realization, then he is surely to be conducted by the influence of modes of nature. The word Shraddha or faith is very important significant in this word. Shraddha or faith originally comes out of modes of goodness. One's faith may be in a demigod or some created god or some mental concoction. One strong faith is supposed to be productive of work of material goodness, but in material condition of life, no works are completely purified. They are mixed. they are not in pure goodness. Pure goodness is transcendental, and in purified goodness, one can understand the real nature of Supreme Personality of Godhead. As long as one's faith is not completely in purified goodness, the faith is subject to contamination by any of the mode of nature. The contaminated mode of material nature expands to heart. Therefore, according to position of the heart in contact with particular mode of material nature, one's faith is established. It should be understood that if one's faith is in mode of goodness, his faith is also in mode of goodness. One's heart is in mode of goodness, one's faith also is in mode of goodness. If his heart is in mode of passion, his faith is also in mode of passion. And if his heart is in mode of darkness, illusion, his faith is also thus contaminated. Thus, we find different types of faith in this world, and there are different types of religions due to different types of faith. The real principle of religious faith is situated in mode of pure goodness. And because the heart is tainted, we find different types of religious principles. Thus, according to different types of faith, there are different kinds of worship. So it's continuation of the last verse. Krishna explained it depends on what type of swabhavaja, what swabhav that particular soul has acquired. So the impressions from our previous life, of course, impact our swabhav in this life because we carry forward that mood. But yesterday we saw that this can be changed or elevated by proper association. So even if my original or my heart's mode or my heart's status is always in passionate. So how we understand that we are in passionate or ignorance or goodness, Krishna will explain in this chapter. Okay, so that we get idea like when we are in what modes. And of course, we have seen in 14th chapter that there is not always one mode prominent. There is always mixture, passion, goodness, passion, ignorance, goodness, ignorance, like this. So each mode dominating one another. But the soul itself, as we have seen in the 2nd chapter, it is transcendental. So what is transcendental is actually beyond the modes. These 3 modes exist in the material world, not in the spiritual world. Spiritual world, everything is goodness. That's why we call pure goodness, no mixture. So when there is mixture, sometimes we are in goodness, sometimes we are in passion, sometimes in ignorance. That's what we call mixture. But in spiritual world, everything is pure goodness continuously. But when we come in contact with this nature, the basic fundamental principle of this material nature is modes. Either you will be in goodness, passion, or ignorance. That's how this material world is working or made to work by the modes, and the modes control us. So when we come in contact with these things around us, or people around us, or situations around us, those situations, those people drive us. How they drive? We adopt that nature or we adopt that mode, and then we behave similarly. Right? So, if we are seeing by eyes, right? When you don't have any glass or anything in front of you, and you look at the sky, it will look blue. Okay, but if you wear a goggle or some glass in front of your eyes, like say green, then the blue sky will also you will look at as green. If you put red, everything looks red. So eye as such has capability to see the original color or original sky's color, but because of different glasses and different colors, we can see different vision of the sky, not blue, different colors. This is a very crude example how the soul, though it is pure, because it comes in contact with these different modes, that sometimes is peaceful. Sometimes we want to do so many actions. Sometimes we don't want to do anything, just lazy. So the soul adapts to it, and then this adjustment of these modes of material nature goes to heart, and then we develop that type of faith. So in goodness, what we will do when we have good faith in goodness, what we will do, what in passion, what in ignorance. Of course, Krishna will explain in all different aspects how these three modes work and how this living being does different activities as per the modes. But in this shloka, the main topic used is Shraddha. So we discussed that actually in our everybody in this world has particular type of faith or Shraddha inbuilt in it. Okay, it's not that somebody will say that no, I don't have faith in anyone. It's not that. At least a person who says this, he has faith in so many things. It's only that we don't notice that we have the faith. So actually, we are made of faith. Our integral part is faith. You can actually experience this when we do different activities in our day-to-day life also. So many things, so many situations, we have faith on something. So it's interesting to find out, observe in what I'm keeping this faith right now. So right now, like I'm sitting in the building, right? So it's okay, everything is closed, outside is rain, but I'm in the house, so there is no impact. But this is Japan. Like last week, we had earthquake. Right? So earthquake can come anytime. But still, I have faith that even if the earthquake comes, this building is sufficient to protect me, and nothing will happen to me. I have that faith on something. What is that something? That is actually God. Uh, So when we say this building, I have faith in the construction of this building, that this building is okay, so I am safe. So we always put faith in something, and we have to find out that. So even if I say this building, what is this building? Is made up of cement and stones and iron and wood. All these are natural resources coming from earth. It's nothing artificial here. It's everything is natural resources are used, and then this building is made, the house is made. So we can see that we have faith in God ultimately. It connects to God. And that's why we are always relaxed. So I am breathing now, but I have the faith that the next breath will also come and I will breathe it. We make plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, so we say, okay, tomorrow is Sunday, so let's go out, for example. So why we make that plan? Because we have faith that tomorrow I will be there. And tomorrow's weather, we check, oh, it's okay, let's go. So we keep faith in so many things. Even in weather, we keep faith on the phone application, right? That what it is showing is correct. So that meteorological agency has done correct analysis. We have faith there. So in every aspect of our life, the faith comes into picture. And that is why the faith in God or faith in bhakti process is very important. So Krishna in the 9th chapter, when he says this is Guhyatama, this is the most secret knowledge. What is that secret knowledge? It's bhakti. So if we can develop faith in the bhakti, then our progress will be very fast, because it's the faith that drives everything. I have faith in God, but sometimes I feel that doing something else is more important. So it's not that my faith in the God is reduced. No, the faith itself is there, but because of the mode, instead of goodness, maybe passion is there. So instead of doing some spiritual activity, I want to do something else. So what is this? This is my faith has changed from, say, God to, say, enjoyment. So when I say my faith has changed, that when I think that, okay, last time when I did a similar activity, I was happy. So next time when I do, I will be happy. So this type of mentality, this type of faith we have in that okay, I will get enjoyment again. So like this, in different situations, we have different modes. Our heart or our mind, our bodies in different modes. And accordingly, we have different types of faith. And then we do activities according to that mode. That's why in 14th chapter, Krishna said that these modes are very difficult to overcome. Why? Because we see here, this mode also control our faith. Though generally our faith is very pure faith, is that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and I have to serve him. That is the pure goodness faith. But that is also gets contaminated because of these modes. So how these modes are controlling us right from our faith to our actions. Krishna explained in 14th chapter, but this verse also gives that indication. Yes, the pure goodness also got covered because of this mode. And I identify with these modes. That's why I'm forgetting my real identity. Who am I? So I originally can see the blue sky, but if I continuously keep a goggle or something glass or red, and I continuously see the sky as red, 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 it someday it will happen that I will think that the sky's color is red because of that glass, and I'm so used to that that I don't know the original color. So this is how we are also being covered by this mode, and we don't have the real identity. In this chapter, now Krishna will start explaining what a person in goodness will do, eat, how he acts, how he does austerity, what he eats. So from that we will understand what mode we are also in. Okay, so we'll continue to see these different aspects tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Very much. Any comments from anyone? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.